A thriving future for your organization depends on your application of strategy from end to end. What do I mean by that? Isn't strategy just a nice to do? Not anymore. The world is changing so quickly. The economy, every sector is impacted by the things going on in the world. We need something to guide us through what we're experiencing. Well, you might say we've had someone in and they've done a strategic plan for us and it didn't go anywhere. I understand that's happened to a lot of people. If you follow the strategy blueprint, you'll cover all the bases of strategy from end to end to obtain that thriving future state. Let's take a look at how it works. In the strategy blueprint, we have strategy divided into three main buckets of activity: readiness, design, and execution. Let's look at each of those buckets in a little bit of detail. Number one is strategy readiness. It starts by the leader assessing the capacity of their leadership team. What is their capacity to think strategically, to see the big connections and so forth? And what is their capacity to execute on strategy, which of course will set you up for success at the other end of the strategy blueprint. Next, it's time to align the team. We're talking about identifying the team dynamic, knowing our personal working styles and their influence on that dynamic, and identifying how well we collaborate within those key collaborative relationships within our organization. Let's take a look at bucket number two, which is strategy design. We have a 5-step methodology for creating a strategic plan, which results in something we call the Law of 3 plan design. It begins by determining the purpose. Why do you do what you do? Confronting reality is looking at the key results. Where are we today? Then create those goals. Next, identify the threats to actually getting your strategy done. What could get in the way of us executing? And lastly is determining the framework of accountability. Who will be accountable for what goals? By which means will they be measured? Who will they engage to action plan and get it done? And determine the rhythm by which you will keep each other accountable and communicating on progress on the plan. That bridges us into bucket 3, which is strategy execution. In strategy execution, we need to align resources. That is, goal leaders determining who they are going to engage in the action planning process, getting it done, getting your dashboard created, getting your strategic plan in a place where it's accessible by everybody who plays a role in it. It's how you're going to communicate your plan throughout the organization. Then you want to measure progress and maintain that rhythm of updating on the strategic plan. What is all of this going to create? It's that thriving future state. It's an aligned team producing extraordinary results on the actions that will make the biggest difference for your organization now and in the future.